Hello, warriors. Welcome to the You Movement. I am B, and man, I'm failing a lot of things today, but it's making me laugh. I said to myself, because my mind likes to mess with me, as we know. My mind said, you should really honor Sabbath today and go technology free. And I was like, yes, that's a very good idea. That's exactly what I should do. And I lasted 3.5 hours before I picked up my phone. So I failed the Sabbath. I'm sorry, Lord. And then, I was like, my brain was like, you should not read these books that you ordered, and because you need to focus on the body. And I was like, yes, that's exactly what I should do, is focus solely on my body. And then I set out to find classes that I wanted to take, dance classes, Tai Chi classes, Qigong classes, yoga classes. And every single attempt to get into a class was foiled. By the third class that was like, no, sorry, that's not going to work. We're full, the timing. And I was like, okay, I got it. My mind was trying to control the show again. And I need to surrender. So I got the lesson that quickly. When you get 3 no's, you gotta see the synchronicity of it and say, okay, wait, something divine is sending me a message. Just because my mind got it into its head that I should go down a certain path, and this is a really valuable lesson over and over and over again that I've had to learn, is, my mind wants to run the show. And then it's just like, this is where we're going to go. And spirits, again, reminding me. So I failed. And spirits reminding me, you need to be in the present moment, girly girl. And you're not ready to go out and be in a group of people. Spirit has moved me out and has had one-on-ones and few people, but being in an environment with a big group of people, Spirit said no. Oh well. Which brings me to the point of today's video. But before I do, so that I ended up reading one of my books today. I read the Book of Enoch. I'm not going to recommend. It was a little bit like, what am I reading? What am I reading? Why am I reading this? Because my mind said, oh, you really should read the Book of Enoch. And I was like, what am I reading? What am I reading? Not recommending that. So lots of happening, and I'm laughing because the Dalai Lama said once, and he happens to be one of my superheroes, the Dalai Lama said once, not getting what you want in life is sometimes a wonderful stroke of luck. And this lesson has been hard for me with this crazy strong will that I have to really, really integrate into my reality, because, I have always thought, again, the mind, that I knew better, that I had a better way, that I was more efficient, that I could figure it out, that I could solve the problems, that I should be in control of the universe. I kind of laugh at my chakra tattoos, because when I got them, I'm like, it looks like little buttons, like in the Avengers with the dude with the glove and the buttons. And I'm like, these are my buttons to control the universe. I'm not allowed to control the universe. I would do a bad job of it. So I would. And I need to learn that. And I've had to learn that over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm a little bit stubborn, and I'm a lot stubborn, and I can be quite slow. And I am definitely not always patient. So on my awakening path, I've really been resisting and fighting a lot of the lessons. Yesterday I was talking about like getting into flow, and that is one thing that's definitely happening. Is I find myself in a new state of relaxation, and it's only just beginning. So like, when you go from being hyper stressed for a very long period of time, like 40 plus years, 50 plus years, you are constricted. So there's very little flow in a state of constriction. And so in the last month, I've been relaxing, learning to relax. So I have 52 years of stress and 1 month of relaxation. And in this relaxation over the last month is I have been learning some ahas, some very valuable lessons. And the last week, and I've talked in a good few videos that there's been a lot going on in the head. The Kundalini has been up in my head, clearing out this place. Third eye blind is not so blind, and the crown chakra has been like opening. And this has been really, really good and like almost humorous for me, as I'm seeing how in fact lucky I am that my way wasn't what happened. That not getting what I wanted was actually more than just a wonderful stroke of luck. It was divinely guided, and it protected me many times over. It further promoted my awakening, and it further opened me to seeing myself. And that's really what's happening now, is this third eye is opening, which is fabulous. And with that, it came seeing others. In the last 2 years, I've been seeing others for who they truly are and going, but now I'm also seeing me for who I truly am for the first time in my life. Because despite what some of you guys say in the comments, which is awesome, again, about validation, but it's also been a way of mirroring. So that's one reason why I do this channel that helps me is I get mirrored back a reflection of who I am through the responses that I get from you guys. So I'm really grateful for that, because over the last really 2 years, for the first time in my life, I've been getting like a lot of compliments and, reflections, and it confused the crap out of me, to be honest with you. When you go your whole life being told you're basically stupid, and, you're a failure, and you're not good enough, and you're not beautiful enough, and you're not this enough, and you're just not enough, or you're too much. When you start, it took a lot of work for me to heal, to get to the point where I was bringing in people that were soul tribe, soul family, and they were saying the opposite. So all of a sudden I'm being told the opposite of what I've heard my entire life, and it's blowing my mind, but I'm not believing it. Okay, for a very long period of time, I wasn't believing it. If somebody said to me, oh my God, you're so inspirational, or you've done amazing things, or how did you do all that? That's huge. I was just like, I don't know, I just did it. Like, I had no other choice. Like, I don't know why you're responding to me like this. Like, anybody can do this. Or like, I've had people tell me I'm actually beautiful, and put some like coconut oil on my skin today, and I'm looking in the mirror going, you know what? Even with these wrinkles that I've obtained over the last couple years from furrowing in a state of like absolute pain, I've earned each of those. I've earned them, and I think that they're beautiful because I've become a warrior, and I can see myself now, is what I'm trying to say. The point that I'm trying to make is I can really see myself now, and it's not about being humble, and it's not about being confident. It's about being like, whoa, like I'm just kind of blown away, really, at what I've managed to survive and what I've managed to do. Like, I just, because my interior world, my self-perception was so skewed. It was so skewed from years of programming and years of abuse and years of bullshittery. It was so skewed. So third eye was really gunky, and I wasn't seeing others for who they were, and wasn't seeing self for who I am. And I'm kind of badass. And I love my sense of humor, and I'm fun as no get out. I enjoy my own company, which is good because I'm with me all the time. And I've navigated through insanity, absolute insanity. And for a long time, I was really fucking angry. There was like anger inside of me that, one, that I was abused, two, that I was adopted, three, that I was abandoned, you know, all these friends, like this mass exodus that occurred, like, great, you were in my life for 25 years and my life goes to shit and you disappear. You know, screw you. Or I was really angry at the others that left, you know, because I felt such betrayal. And it took a long time to process through that. There was so much grief, you know, silence, being left in silence. And alone on this awakening, I resisted. My will was like, it doesn't have to be like this. We could work together. We could figure it out together. We could, you know, it's not how I wanted it. Most of this awakening is not how I wanted it. It's definitely not, you know, the twin flame journey is not how I would have like orchestrated it. The legal battle was not how I would have orchestrated it. My divorce was not how I would have orchestrated it. Nothing was. Absolutely nothing was how I would have wanted it to be. And it's a damn good thing that I'm not in charge, because I can see now, again, I can see now how incredibly important everything happening exactly the way it did happen, and how necessary it was. And I flipped out of like grief and anger and frustration into this place of like almost like joyous laughing at the folly of it and how perfect everything actually was, you know. Down to my adoption, down to my childhood, down to this crazy divorce, you know, like, I don't know if that video still exists because it was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, but I had done a video. It probably still exists, but it might be on private. I don't know. I'll have to go find it. I had done a video a very long time on conscious uncoupling, and how I'm just going to have a happy divorce and everybody's just going to be friends and I'm going to do something miraculous. And it was like, I just was so naive. And I honestly to God, because I was so upfront and honest and like wanting to separate smoothly, I honest to God thought that I was going to do some miraculous Gwyneth Paltrow move and like have a really good friendship with my ex. That was my goal. Oh my. But Spirit had something else in mind for me when it went completely like off course and huge huge blowout. And now I don't even see this human. I don't speak to this human. He's blocked on every way. He has no way to contact me. And that's for the good. There was so much I gained from surviving this experience in regards to discovering my own strength, my own ethics, my own resilience, my own ability to bounce back time and time again. And the legal battle, again, was not how I would have wanted any of it to play out. Like, I wanted my family to work together, and let's work together, and if we just go 50-50 on everything, it's going to be all like perfect, and we can figure it all out. And many times throughout my life, I've had these great notions and great ideas of what pulling my family together would have looked like for me. But it never worked. It wasn't ever supposed to work. So it wasn't, because it was a very unhealthy dynamic. And there's more people I don't speak to. I don't speak to my brother anymore, which I had to grieve. And that was a very painful loss, because in many ways, he was my first love, because when I was adopted, I couldn't connect to my mother. That energy was impossible, and who I wanted to was him. So I spent my entire young life chasing after him, wanting him to be my person, and he spent his running the other way. So silent treatment and being ignored, and was or being laughed at and ridiculed was normal. And I was always trying to prove that I was a good person and cared for him, and it just all blew up. It just all blew up. And I'm not going to explain from his side, because that's private, but it went tits up. But that's what happens when you're raised by a narcissist, is you're triangulated. It's not his fault any more than it is my fault. It is the dynamic that, of triangulation. One gets placed into the role of golden child, the other one gets placed into the role of the scapegoat, and neither is allowed to have any sense of autonomy or authenticity or being themselves. The golden can never fail, and the scapegoat can never succeed. I've done lots of videos on this in the narcissistic abuse playlist. It's traumatizing for both individuals, and they go on to have difficulty in lives in different ways. But being forced, spiritually, I guess you could call it spiritual warfare as one aspect. The whole situation was very weird. And instead of, because I couldn't get the result that I want, even though I was trying, I was saved on many ways. So it taught me how to process through anxiety and panic. It taught me that I'm very adept at handling legal situations, and gave me a greater sense of confidence in myself to navigate through those. So it was kind of like training for my CEO era, which is beginning. And it protected me from obtaining my deed before I was divorced, which could have been problematic. So it also was a blessing in disguise. So not getting what I wanted proved to be a huge blessing. It also taught me to stop enabling other people, because despite how much you love somebody, you can't heal them, cure them, fix them if that's not what they're ready to do. So it stopped me from it taught me a lot of lessons about chasing. And on the topic of chasing, the whole twin flame dynamic, how I am today is like just so utterly grateful. I think that person did me the greatest favor ever in disappearing, in not loving me. Even though what I wanted, what I wanted, had the universe been listening to me, beep, 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 it would have been to have like divine partnership and for us to work together and, to help us eat on our spiritual ascension. But like in communication, right? That's what I wanted, but that wasn't what was good for me. So he actually did me the biggest favor ever in leaving me alone, so that I had to learn independence. I was forced to learn to stand on my own 2 feet and pull up my big girl pants and handle situations without relying on somebody else. Had he been in my life, there would have been too easily to slide back into codependency. So him not showing up for me was the best thing ever. Like the greatest gift that I could have received, because to now be in an energy of I can take care of myself. I don't need anyone. I am good for the first time in my life. I am good. I have my own transportation. I can get myself where I need to get. I can pay my bills. I can feed myself. I can soothe myself. I can validate myself. I can take care of myself. I don't need to turn to somebody else for like, please hold me, as much as that would have been nice. Like I haven't had a hug in a very, very long time. But I know how to hug myself. Oh man, I'm good at that. I'm also good at remothering myself through the incredibly painful purges that you go through on this awakening. And I've done a bunch of remothering meditations in the Meditations with B playlist to help facilitate you if you're midway there and need some comforts. And I can reparent myself. And it was interesting because I was looking for masculine energy that I could use as a model of what healthy masculine energy looked like, because I've never seen it in my life. And luckily, I've come across, Craig Holliday is brilliant. He is very brilliant. And I was like just lying today going, if I had him as a dad, God, my life would have been very different. And so now I kind of like an absorbing that as a modeled example, so that when I need to stand in my own masculine energy, it's like I would ask, like, what would Craig Holliday say in this situation? Or what would he do if his child, because he's got a little girl, what if his little girl came to him saying this, how would he show up? So I can refather myself, and in any given, basically, I can just do what I need to do for me. And I'm feeling just like, woohoo, like I did a little, and I got my dance back, which is fabulous because I've always been a dancer. And from the time I was really little, dance was how I cleared energy and expressed myself. I would come home from school and, I hated school. and I would move all the furniture in the living room, and I would put on my ABBA record, and I would dance my frustration out. Like that's if it wasn't for dance, I don't know how to survive life at home and life at school. And so dance became huge to me. And it's not like I'm a ballerina. I failed at that. Didn't have the body for it. And then I messed my back up when they ballet instructor stood on my back, which is why I've had back problems since the time I was 12. What was I saying? But yes, dance. And my style of dance is just free dance. Like it's just like I can listen to almost any genre and just like get some moves on. So today to like put on, you know, from the 90s or late 80s, Snap, you know, you got the power. You know, I was like, yes, I got my dance coming back. You know, that's filling me with more energy. So it is. And I'm going to try to dance a little bit more, even around the house, you know, get the dance back happening, get the flow happening. And I think I was always probably doing light language without knowing I was doing light language because I've always done crazy things with my hands and people are like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know, but I'm having fun. Yeah, to me on a dance floor was like, get out of the way. I'm dancing here. Woo! You know, I was going all over the place. It was so much fun. It actually reminds me, yeah, just a funny story is my first husband, we went out dancing in some place. This is a million years ago. And his sister had said to me, you know, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm dancing. She's like, no, you dance like this. And I go, no, you dance like that. I dance like this. It was so funny. I was so embarrassing to her, but that's okay. I don't care. And that's just it. I don't care. I am in this new vibe of I don't care. I am so fucking grateful that I didn't get anything that I wanted. I am so grateful that I'm still learning to not get what I want and to sit down and let spirit give me what I deserve. I don't need to chase after anything anymore, you know, classes, books, education, feeling enough, this, that, or the other. I'm going to just do what I need to do in any given moment. And when opportunity arrives, I'm going to say yes. Spirit, I give it all to God. I give it all to God. You got to sort this out for me. So wherever I'm meant to go, whoever is meant to come into my life, whatever my life is meant to look like, you know, my prayer is, you know, well, I have many prayers, but one of my prayers is, you know, God, show me who I am. Like, who am I? And every day I'm learning more and more who I am and what I am and what I'm capable of. So I'm kind of excited to see now that my power is finally coming back and I'm getting some confidence back again, because man, these last 4 years have been like, it was just emptied out of me. I went from being a pretty strong, confident person, even though that was like false confidence or false strength, but then to being a quivering, stuttering, nervous, scared, PTSD-ridden mess. Like I was a mess. So to feel myself starting to like come back and feel my body relax and know like relaxation, I'm like, I don't even know what this is. Like what is this? And feel like I'm not in a rush. I'm not trying to get anywhere. I'm not trying to climb. I'm not, this is no longer in control. And even when it does, it only gets so far. And then I'm like, oops, we did it again. We did it again. Surrendering on this awakening journey to whatever is meant for you is way better. Oh my God, it's way better. I just feel so like, yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. like, like I don't know. Like I feel empty. I feel like no, I should say I feel like I was emptied and now I'm starting to fill up again. And it feels good. It feels good. Like, oh, it feels good. I am so blessed that I didn't get what I wanted. I am so blessed. All the times that I was so upset that I didn't get what I wanted was pushing and prodding to release everything that was stuck in me. And I feel so much lighter. And it's seriously, it's only... today's only the first day of Saturn going direct, and it's only going to bring in more. So it's like, it is like, I could just feel like there's just the flow of beautiful, like as if I'm standing in a waterfall in Mexico or something. That would be nice. And the waters are just coming down upon me, and like, oh, or maybe Jamaica or something. I don't know. Like, give me some positive tropical vibes here. Oh, yes. Cleansing, clearing, being in flow with the divine, and whatever God wants, God's going to get. I'm going to just show me who I am. Show me what you want me to do. Show me who you want me to be. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to 100% just keep on doing it, because that's what I do. I just do whatever needs doing. And in any given moment. The last 4 years have proved that. The last 6 years really have proved that. And I've often said on videos, you know, I've never ever pushed anybody to forgive, okay? Because I don't think you should, okay? I don't think forgiveness is something that you mentally do. I think forgiveness is something that happens when you get to this point of gratitude. It's like a natural consequence of healing. And like, it's not that I would go up to certainly not to my ex and say, you know, you're forgiven, you know, let's be friends. That's never going to happen. But it's more to a point of when you get to a place of like, I don't care. Like, it's worked for me. You know, these horrible things that you did to me has made me me. And I'm a lot stronger, tougher, smarter, definitely have better discernment, more astute, more independent. You know, like the gifts just keep on coming in at this moment, where I'm seeing things in a new perspective. And so I'm almost at the place where like, I just don't care. And so I think forgiveness to me, and this has been a hard one my whole life, I think forgiveness for me is about releasing all of the emotion, and then letting it just alchemize. But you have to release all the emotion. I think genuine bona fide forgiveness is about processing through the anger, the frustrations, the grief, like, and that took years. And once you've purged out all the grief, you're left with a greater degree of awareness that says, this was a gift. So I am grateful for all of the people that didn't show up for me. I'm so grateful for them. I learned how to do it all by myself. So yes, it's the middle of the night and I'm just too happy to sleep. I kind of dig it. So I do. So thank you everybody that didn't show up for me, and thank you all my followers that reflected back to me who I actually am, when all I had previously was a negative reference points. You know, being mirrored back the reality of what you see helped me alter my perceptions that were terribly skewed. You know, there's an expression that I've heard people say, you know, like, I wish you could see me through my eyes, or see yourself through my eyes. And I had to start learning to see myself through other people's eyes in a positive way. So thank you for those that didn't show up for me, and thank you for those that did, like, miraculously, like God sent you, like thank you. Because it was scary and dark and isolating and alone. And then all of a sudden I'd have a stranger from New Zealand checking in and sending me a direct message going, "Are you okay? I just wanted to let you know that I think you're doing great and I'm proud of you, so thank you." Or I'd have people from Australia, Canada, Europe, all over the place that started reaching out and being friends to me. And like, I don't think I would have got through this without you guys, because you reflected to me a whole new reality. It literally, just a whole new reality. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.